Greetings, my sexy audience. My name is Marty, and welcome to my lowest ever PC build video I've done so far. $200, and that's right, I said PC build, not PC gaming build, because while you will be able to play some games, some really non-demanding games, such as Minecraft on low render distance, or maybe League of Legends on the lowest settings possible, don't expect to play much games out of this build. This is the perfect build if you need to just browse the web, watch your email, listen to songs on Spoopify, or watch Facebook, or maybe, I don't know, what else you want to do, I'm not sure, but video games, yes, like maybe indie games, Minecraft, League of Legends, and some really old games you will be able to run, but overall, just, no, you won't be able to play much games on this thing, so yeah. $200, I'm not sure. If you really want to play games and, jump on PC gaming, in my opinion, just sit and wait a little bit, save some cash, go for the $350 build, $350 build, $400 or something like that. $200, you just won't be able to play much. But with that being said, if you just want a computer for a really low price, maybe your grandparents need a computer or something like that, this is the perfect build, just $200. So, with that being said, let's jump straight into the build. For the processor, I chose an AMD A4 4003GHz dual-core processor. It's an APU, which means it has both the CPU and the GPU, well, it's a CPU with the GPU parts built in, so to say. I'm just talking so easy so that all people that don't understand anything about computers understand what I'm saying. So basically, with this, what it means, you don't need to buy a graphics card, which is why you save so much money. So it's just a processor, but it will also handle the graphics. So yeah, it's not the most powerful processor. It's dual core. It's 3 GHz, and it runs on the AMD FM2 Plus socket. But yeah, as you can see, you can play some really non-demanding games, and yeah, still for $40, I'm not sure if you really can go wrong with this CPU. Moving along, for the motherboard, I chose the MSI A55M E33 Micro ATX motherboard. It costs $50, and there's some motherboards from the FM2 Plus socket that you can get it for a little bit cheaper, but I decided to go with this because there's a lot of good reviews on PC Part Picker. But yeah, it's $50, Micro ATX, supports our APU with the FM2 Plus socket, supports up to 32 gigabytes of 2100 MHz RAM, 2 RAM slots, so not a lot because it's a Micro ATX board, but of course it's so small, so it will not take up a lot of space in your case if that matters to you, which is cool. So yeah, I'm not sure what else to really say about it. Oh, of course, I'm not sure if you're expecting this in a $200 build, but obviously no Crossfire or no SLI support, even possible. Even if later down the road you get some more cash and you want to upgrade your graphics, you can put in one graphics card once you get more money, but definitely not two. So forget about that completely. Moving along, for the RAM, I chose the crucial 4GB DDR3 1600 MHz RAM stick. So yeah, just one RAM stick, 4GB 1600 MHz, completely enough for a $200 build. Heck, you could easily go with a 2GB stick and still be okay. But of course, more RAM is good, and just because we have a budget of $200, and right now we fit into that $200 budget with this 4GB RAM stick, I think we're fine. Especially what's cool is that once you get more money, if you feel like you want more RAM, you can easily put in another 4GB RAM stick, and you'll in total have 8 gigs, which is pretty cool. And this RAM stick will cost you $37. Moving along, for the storage, I started off this build with a 500GB HDD. After that, I needed to lower it down a little bit to 320, and then the price went up for that one, so I had to lower even more, and now we have a Western Digital Caviar Blue 250GB 3.5-inch hard drive. It's 7200 RPM, so it's not slow, which is good, but obviously it's not like SSD fast or anything like that, and you will still need to load your OS in like less than a minute, but like close to that minute mark, like 40-50 seconds, something like that, and the games won't load instantly, but still, it's okay. But 250 gigabytes is definitely not a lot, so don't like think you're gonna be downloading shit tons of games or movies or things like that. Of course, if you can go a little bit above the $200 budget, the first thing I would change in this build is definitely the HDD. 250 gigabytes is just not enough in these days. Moving along, for the case, I like to spice things up again always with my builds, and the one way I usually do that is with the case. So this is really not the best case. Probably you should probably choose a different case, and heck, this is probably the best place you can save even more money, because this case's base price is $40, but after a promo it costs $25. So, and I really don't even know what the fuck this company is, but it's a AZZA, not sure how you pronounce it, but AZZA CSAZ206 case. So it's an ATX mid-tower case. It's black and blue color, at least that's what PC Part Picker says. Or I guess, yeah, it's a black case with some blue LEDs, and it has also some case fans built in, which is pretty cool. 2 of them, actually. And it has 7 expansion slots in the back. And it does not have an included power supply, obviously, as most of my cases in my builds. And it has 5 5.25 inch bays and 3.5 inch bays, so yeah. And it does have front panel USB 3, which is pretty cool, actually. But you won't be able to use it because, well, you know, your motherboard doesn't sadly support it. So I hope you weren't expecting the USB 3 in a $200 PC build, you know. But anyways, last but not least, for the power supply, as always, a Corsair CX430 Builder Series power supply. It's 80 plus bronze certified, and as I've always said in my PC build videos, always go with a brand in your power supply that is good and reputable, and that's 99.9% of the times will not just fail you. Those cheap ones that if you really want to save your money, and I know people in this budget will try to save their money in every way possible, do not, and I repeat, do not do that in the power supply section. You will not just kill your power supply when you buy a cheap one and, you know, do something really heavy on it. I don't know, play some games, or I don't know, do some stress testing on load and something like that, and just squeeze all the power out of your power supply. You will not just kill the power supply, you'll kill your entire PC. Just don't do that. Buy a good power supply. And I just like Corsair because they're so cheap. It's $20 after a $20 million rebate, and it's 430 watts when this PC in total only uses approximately 150, as the estimated wattage says in PC Part Picker. So yeah, you just can't go wrong. And right now, the final price of this build with the $250 hard drive, I can't find the words I'm trying to say, is $202. Now, a couple days ago I made this build and I used a $320 HDD, and then it was $198, but then it suddenly went up to like $210, so I needed to swap out the hard drive. And what I'm trying to say is, prices fluctuate all the time. Please don't come to me and say, oh my god, how dare you make this PC is like $20, $30 above, you know, your price that you were saying. Yeah, prices change. I'm not in charge of that. I'm sorry. Right now, as I'm speaking, it's $202. It might be already more tomorrow. It might be less tomorrow. Who knows? I don't know. So just keep that in mind. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and rating down below. This is the smallest build I've ever made, and I've had so many requests to make it. So here it is, guys. I hope you enjoy. My name is Marty, and again, leave me some more comments saying what other builds you want to make me in the future. My name is Marty. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.